Hello there, I am Jimmy Roos and I'm a coach who helps individuals and organizations become more so they can increase their ROI or return on investment of time, money and effort. In today's video, I will discuss the quote by Warren Buffett that says, "Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing." We are going to take this quote apart, we are going to look at what it means, and hopefully you will find some gems there that will help you to achieve success much faster. So let's get started. And today we are discussing the quote by Warren Buffett. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. Now many people consider investing a risk because just as you can win, you can also lose. And yet, here comes Warren Buffett, who has made more money than he has lost. And he says, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. So what exactly does he mean by this? You see, when you know what you are doing, you take less risk than somebody who doesn't know what they are doing. So I'm going to give you two examples that will illustrate perfectly what Warren Buffett means by this. And the first example is, there is a reality show that runs on National Geographic. And the title of the show is Snakes in the City, and you can actually check it up here on YouTube. And the name of the guy who stars in this movie is Simon Keys. And he and his girlfriend Susie get called by people all over Durban, which is a city in South Africa. There are a lot of wooded areas and there are a lot of poisonous snakes. And most of the time, the snake that they get called to catch is the feared black mamba, a snake that can kill you in 10 to 15 minutes flat. Yet every day, this guy, Simon Keys, and his girlfriend get called out and go and catch these black mambas, cobras, and other poisonous snakes. And they don't get bitten. If you hear there's a poisonous snake in your house or there's a poisonous snake nearby where you are, what is the first thought that runs through your mind? Fear. Why? Because you think about death. You think about the possibilities of getting bitten by the snake and that you may actually die. And this is actually a real fear. Yet, this guy manages this risk beautifully. Why? Because he knows what he's doing. This is not a risk for him. Or it is a risk, but it is less of a risk for him than somebody who doesn't know as much about snakes as he does. Now I'm going to give you a second example. And this example also has to do with a snake. But this time it is not a human that manages this risk. This time it is a mongoose. And you can also find this video here on YouTube. And here you can see how this mongoose is managing this risk. To somebody else watching this video, they see this as a big risk, but to that mongoose, it is not. Because it has, number one, the tools and the know-how to defeat that black mamba. So what may be a risk for you and me or for another animal is not much of a risk to that mongoose. And that's exactly what Warren Buffett says. When you know what you're doing, it's no longer a risk. So if you want to do something, get to know as much as you can about it. Get good at it, and it will no longer be a risk for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, comment below, and subscribe to my channel so I can notify you whenever I post new content. Thank you for watching.